We are now live. Wow. We got here in the end. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chilling with Joe and today, Joanna, which is all about sharing the career stories of our Jobs for Humanity volunteers that can in turn evoke emotion and inspire others. This week, we celebrate all females. We had International Women's Day. Why not make a week of it? I know there are people out there that say, why not make that every day? And I agree with that too. So I'm actually extending the celebration to all single mums out there and those that support them. There are about 300 million single mothers in the US raising families on one income. In Australia, 1 out of every 8 single parents is a single mum, me included. In Lebanon, I'm not so sure. I was trying to find the statistics and I couldn't, so I need some more time. And if anyone out there has a statistic, please share it with me. So I know firsthand the challenge of wanting to have it all, to be a fully present mum, to be a coach, driver, a friend, a guide, to do all of this, and also have a job, a vocation that matters, that aligns to purpose and a mission of some kind. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the founder of Career Science. I help people get to their next career destination and equip them with the right tools, guidance, mindset, and strategies to make that happen. I also volunteer with Jobs for Humanity, and I'm heading up the Aussie division alongside Roy and our fellow volunteers, one of which is Joanna here. Joanna is a single mum, and I'm excited about getting to know you more, actually, Joanna. So I'm going to pass it to you to say hello to the audience, and a big warm welcome. I'm sure everyone is giving you out there.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yolanda. I would like to thank you first, Joanna, to give me this opportunity to talk about my experience and share it with others, and trying to be of help to anyone who can benefit of this testimonial. So, yeah, I live in Lebanon. I'm 42 years old. I hope you're hearing me well. I'm
Yeah,
going to
that's better.
definitely,
Yeah, with
yeah.
your microphone. Yeah.
So,
Oh, I think it just cut out. Yeah, that's unfortunate, isn't it? We're just about to get the introductions from Joanna. Not sure if it's from my side or from her side. So we'll give it a few moments. I will try and connect with her. One moment, viewers out there. Let's see. You've got to love tech. You've got to love internet connection.
yeah, et puis,
You're back. I think you're back now. There we go. We've got you back. We heard nothing. Well, I didn't hear anything. So if you can just recap on what you were saying. Yeah.
yeah. Sorry. So I was saying I'm 42 years old. I live in Lebanon. I'm divorced, and of 10 years old, and a daughter of 9 years old. Um, so
Yeah.
basically, I've been trying to get my divorce for the past 8 years, um, and I'm raising the kids uh, with the dad, so they're in between the father and myself.
Yeah.
But at the end, when they're with me, I'm a single mom raising 2 kids and
Yeah.
responsible of them. And same for their expenses as well. Then
We've lost the hearing. We can't hear you for some reason. I'm not sure if it's the connection. Yeah. Mm, let's see. Oh, there. There. That's better.
okay, so I'm searching
Yeah.
for the microphone. Okay.
Yep.
Uh, so yeah, I'm called Beit al Baraka, and what we're trying to do is to empower women in all the villages in Lebanon to try to produce some local products, whether it's food or artisanal work, to be able to sustain and help their family expenses as well.
That's beautiful.
So, yeah,
Wow.
this is
So, from your own adversities, from your own experiences, you are now gifting your services, you're serving others to support them. That's a wonderful mission. So, I actually have some questions to ask you, and I would love to share your career journey through doing so. So, the first one I would like to know is how you got to where you are now when it comes to the job that you are doing. What has been your journey in terms of your career?
Okay, I studied political science. Then I got a great opportunity in a distribution company. So I went into sales, which was not at all my field, but I loved it. And then I worked for a multinational. I was a business development, and I was really career oriented and working very hard and succeeding in it. So this is where I was not able anymore to work as much as I used to work. So I had to put my career on hold
Yeah,
and take care of my kids.
yeah, yeah.
So that was a big hit in terms of my career.
Mm,
When decided to start working again, I was not able to give myself fully to the work because I have two kids at home, and my husband used to travel a lot, so I didn't. I had to put on the side my career. I started
yeah,
with another NGO called Lebanese Food Bank for a while, and then my husband asked me to work with him. So I started a company with him
yeah.
that take cares of kids, entertainment. It's a big entertainment place, and then this is where the problem started between me and my husband,
Mm,
my ex-husband, and I asked for the divorce. And when we started into court because he wanted the custody, and I stayed in court for 8 years,
mm.
fighting to get back my kids. Um, as you know, I live in Lebanon, and
Yes.
women in Lebanon don't have much rights.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's if we have to talk religious, whether it's in the Christian marriage or Muslim marriage,
Yeah.
the woman don't get to have her kids unless the father. So I'm Christian and he's Muslim, and this is where the problem started.
Okay. I think we've just lost you again. I'm not sure if you can hear us. Mm, I'm not having the best experiences with the connection today. So we will see how we go. Let's see if Joanna comes back on just as it's getting really serious. Can you hear us?
Oh, I can.
Okay. Yeah, you're back.
Perfect.
You're back. Fantastic. Yes. So in Lebanon, yeah, the rights are
So,
definitely different
so
to Australia. Yeah. Sorry.
absolutely. Here in Lebanon, woman has no rights.
Mm,
It's the man who rules. The man has the upper hand on all levels, and when it comes to the custody of the kids as well. So they
wow.
took away my kids when my daughter was 5 years old. My son was six, so they waited until my daughter was 5 years old and they took them away. The father used this to because he had the upper hand and he had the rights to take them. He didn't allow me to see them for 9 months completely.
Yeah.
So I had to go under the building of drop my kids home just to see them 1 or 2 minutes. Just by the time they went off the bus and inside the building. And that was my instinct of a mother. My obsession was I want my kids to know that I want them. That
Mm,
it's not in my hands; it's the
mm-hmm,
court.
mm-hmm.
So this is what I did for 9 months, and then because we did a civil marriage, so I went to the civil court and I explained to them my situation. So they gave me the right to see my kids 3 times a week, 1 week and over two,
Okay.
for the
Yeah.
time being. And this
Yes.
is what happened for a while.
Yes.
And then after 8 years of court, and that was really a hard experience because
Yeah, we've just lost you again. Yeah. Let's wait a few moments once again. We would love to hear more of the story from Joanna. Yeah, it's a challenging one, very different to hear. I think you're coming back again. Can you
yeah,
hear us? Or
yes,
can you hear me, I should say? Yeah, fantastic. So it sounds as though, from having been in a marriage, you having had kids, you did have a vocation, you had a career, you had to put that on hold, which a lot of us females have to do when we become parents. And then you embarked on, becoming a single mom, but your rights are not equal. You had to fight for the custody of seeing your children. Now you have some kind of visitation schedule that's still in place right now, and you're able to also do some volunteering at the same time, do some work, which is what you were talking about earlier.
yes.
So, what actually inspired you to get into volunteering in the first place? I know you mentioned already, you described you've been in, harsh circumstances. It's pretty tough in Lebanon, having married cross religion and racially has had its challenges when you've, decided on the separation. But what inspired you to get into volunteering to support others?
Okay. I've um, always wanted to have a, a cause I defend in my life, and I've always felt I have a mission is to be able to help others and be there
Yeah,
for others. So since I was a kid, I used to volunteer in an NGO that my father built.
yeah,
I was a volunteer as well in the Red Cross for a year and a half. So I enrolled, and I was not only volunteer, I was a rescuer for like a year and a half. Then I had to stop that because I had a job on the side, and it was very demanding and very tiring physically.
yes,
We had long hours, long nights, staying awake overnight, so I had to stop that. But I've always had this this mission. I need to do something. And then
mm,
when I went to the Lebanese Food Bank, I was a volunteer for like 2 years, and then they offered me a job. My ex-husband refused because he wanted me to work with him, so I had to stop that and start working with him and just put the Lebanese Food Bank on the side and just be a volunteer, but not a full-time employee.
yes,
Um, and now I got this opportunity with Beit al Baraka, which is an NGO that I really admire.
hmm,
Um, and what we try to do now is helping 226,000 families in Lebanon to
wow,
be able to live in dignity. So
mm,
we provide them with food, we fix their homes, especially after the explosion. We
yeah,
provide them all the education for their kids, the medicines, the hospitals, etc. And
wow,
in my department, my job, me and the team, we go and turn and visit villages, and we're trying to find women that has a skill or a know-how, whether it's in food or in artisanal work, and we try to get them work, to get them jobs, like we develop their know-how, we buy their product, and we try to send them abroad to make money and uh, and help them uh, help them get some income to provide to their families.
wow,
So I love what I do because I've always felt I have a mission, which is helping others, making people smile, and having
yeah.
a positive social impact on the society.
Wow. That's an amazing mission, to use it almost like it's the lever, it's the thing that's giving you strength to support others who are in dire circumstances, with the basics. I think it's amazing and it's very inspiring. And I know you've only touched on a little bit, but I'd like to find out a little bit more about who has supported you whilst you've been going through your journey, both from the perspective of, job front, but also from a personal perspective, because um, I know that, when you're going through experiences, you try, you try to put the facade aside when you do your work. Having personal circumstances where you can't see your children, I can't imagine. I'm able to see my children all the time, 100%. I have them, and so I can't even imagine what that would be like. So, who did you have, or who do you have to support you, to guide you, to coach you?
To be honest, what really saved me is praying.
Wow.
I prayed a lot, and I was trying to. I had the support of my family, and
Yeah.
to be honest, I wouldn't be standing here and be sane and be able to talk and to think if it
Mm-hmm.
was not from my parents.
Yeah.
The support, financial support of my dad, of my
Yeah.
brothers, and of my friends.
Wow.
I During that period, I really felt I was dying,
Mm.
and the only thing that pulled me up was my family. I just needed love, support, and
Yeah.
someone backing me up. And my father went to court with me all the time. Like
Yeah.
when I used to have a court, even my brother used to fly from the States just because I had a court um, appointment and I was stressed about that. And without even mentioning that I was stressed, without even saying anything, I just see him
Yeah.
coming like, I'm just here for you. And this is what saved me. And
Mm.
as I said, I used to pray a lot and asking God
Mm-hmm.
uh, just to give me the strength to be able to
Mm-hmm.
continue fighting, to be able to get them back.
Mm.
And as a mother, I followed my instinct because I heard so many stories of kids that told that their mother don't want them because
Mm.
they grew up with a dad who didn't allow them to talk to their mom and they didn't see
Yeah.
their mom, so they thought their mom don't want them. And that would kill me. That would be the thing that would kill me. So I kept on trying to see them even under the building, or I know they went to a birthday. I used to run to a birthday when I know they're there just to see them few minutes and tell them the same sentence. uh, I'm doing I love you more than anything in the world, and I'm
Yes.
doing everything in my power to get you back. And I
Mm.
kept on saying this sentence every single time I used to see them. And for me, it was never enough. I just want them to understand this. And even my son told me once, he told me, yeah, but dad told me you don't want us. And I said, listen, never ever believe what people say, just believe what you see. And what you're seeing now is a mother that is leaving her job, driving 25 minutes just to see you 1 second under the building.
Mm.
And in case you didn't go to school, I won't have the chance to see you. Or in
Yeah.
case the bus arrived 1 second or one
Mm-hmm.
minute before, I won't be able to see you as well because you will be inside the building. So, and then I'm driving back again 25 minutes to go to my job. And that was
Mm.
the only thing that kept me on willing to live, is to see them the second day for this single
Wow.
minute.
So now, you've explained, your current situation, and how you've arrived to this point. The journey that's got you to here, and doing meaningful work at the same time. Getting the support from your family has been invaluable from the sounds of it. It's really pulled you through. And then helping yourself with your mindset through your approach to that. Some people do yoga, some people go for a walk, some people go to the gym. Other people really, find work to do and they just, go all in. But yourself, it was the praying that seemed to get you through, and it continues to do so. So
And
now,
what helped me as
yeah,
well,
yeah.
um, I did meditation. This is where I
Mm,
discovered meditation, and it helped me as well. It helped me to just to calm down, to put things into perspective, and so meditation helped me a lot. a lot. I did also some yoga. I tried many, many things. But it's just being in touch with yourself and trying
Yeah,
just to pause and
that's
put
right.
things into perspective. And what I used to do as well, when I used to pray, and that was so weird. I was just praying, thank God, my kids are healthy. That
Yes.
was the only thing I was just saying, please God, I can't see them much, I know, but at
Mm.
least they're healthy. And I used to hear so many stories. And once I said this to the judge in front of my ex-husband and my lawyers and his lawyer. And I told the judge, I have every now and then messages from school and groups of moms, like the kids has a leukemia, the kids has a cancer, he needs blood.
Yeah.
And God gave us kids that are healthy and my kids has nothing. You are putting a gun inside on the head of my kids, not allowing them to see their mom.
Yeah.
God gave you kids that are healthy. Why are you doing that? Why are you not
Mm.
allowing kids to see their mom just because I'm wearing a cross? Who are you,
Mm.
the judge? You're just a human being. You're sleeping every single night next to your kids. Who are you not to allow me to sleep next to my kids or allow them to grow up next to a mom and
Mm.
be healthy minded kids? So
Yeah.
yeah, but as you know, you have no rights and nobody cares. So I
Wow.
had to fight back my way until I got not the custody, but at least I can see them now 3 times a week.
Thank
I
God.
went
Yeah.
times to the police to be able to get
Mm-hmm.
them back because I had a
Mm-hmm.
court order. They didn't even allow me to apply this court order. So I had to go to the police again to show them my court order. Now I am allowed to see them 3 times a week. I'm supposed to pick them up at 3 o'clock, and he's not bringing them down, to be able to take them. Or he's not
Mm.
answering the phone, or I don't know. He's hiding them. So I had to
Yeah.
go back again. So yeah, it was a hard time.
It does
And
sound hard.
doing some um, um, how do we say, some humanitarian work
Mm.
helped a lot to
Mm-hmm.
heal
Yeah.
your to heal you. It healed
Mm-hmm.
me, and yeah, and now I can thank God every day that I can see my kids and they know how much I love them, and they know I
Yeah.
did everything in my power to get them back. So I gained my kids now, even if they don't live with me, but at least
Yeah.
they see
That's
me
yeah.
regularly.
Yeah.
They're growing up with me, and
Yeah.
time heal. So now my ex-husband, calmed down a little bit, and he understood finally that um, he cannot raise them by himself,
Mm.
and they need a mom, and nothing can replace me, nothing.
Yeah.
And actually, it's not because I'm a woman, but the kid needs more his mom. He can live with his mom without a dad, but not a dad without a mom, for him to be healthy minded and grow up properly.
Yeah. Thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing so much of your story, which it's not easy to have experienced that. It's not easy to still be experiencing that. You've given us some hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. You know, the fact that you can see your children, the fact that you're doing something meaningful and you're giving back to humanity, literally. And so, you know, having had the support, so all these things are stacking up to what does the future hold for you? What would you like to do moving forward? If you could make a change, you know, what would it be?
I would love to help other women that are
Yeah,
in that are going through my situation,
yeah,
or went, or to be able to share my experience and help them get more rights, and maybe start an NGO to fight for women's rights, especially in the Arabic countries where women has no rights at all.
mm-hmm.
To be able to have more rights, whether it's from a work perspective, from kids' perspective, from everything. Like
Yeah,
today, woman has no right and no say. They don't even listen to her. This is what happened with me. And if I didn't have the support of my family and the financial support of my family, I wouldn't be able to be even in court
Yeah.
or defend my point of view
Mm-hmm.
or get the civil court reconsider my situation
Yeah.
and fix things, because I can afford paying a lawyer or
Mm-hmm.
or um or anything that would help me get back my kids. So I can really relate to all those women that sometimes don't have all the support that I got. I was lucky enough to have it, whether
Yeah.
it's financial or family. So if I can help or
That's
start an NGO
fantastic.
with other women, I would love
Okay.
to do that. And I'm using this call to raise up any woman that would love.
Yes.
We can work all together and try to get somewhere, because today we're in 2022 and it's
Yes.
unacceptable that women don't have enough rights,
Mm-hmm.
whether it comes to unless they have a support, and even sometimes if they have a support, they can't reach or they can get their kids back or raise their kids or see their kids or yeah.
Wow.
And even if a single mom is raising kids,
Yes,
financially it's really hard. Like
it
now
is.
I I don't get much as a salary wise, and I have so much expenses, whereas man can get a higher salary. It makes no
Mm,
sense,
yeah,
and sometimes a woman has to have the same salary to be able to raise her kids by herself. So
that's right. And that's a universal challenge that we have. So now, having gone through all of this, what advice would you give to single mums in Lebanon right now, and even beyond there? I mean, I know the rights of Lebanon are very different to Australia, that's for sure. But yeah, what would you say, having gone through the experience and the hardships and come out the other side of it? Yeah, everything's still a work in progress. We all want, to do more, to be more, to add more value. And in your case, you want to see your kids more. You want to be around to support them and guide them and care for them and love them. What advice do you have for the viewers?
first of all, I would say never ever give up. Never ever lose hope. There's always a door that will open. You just need to fight and you'll get there.
Yeah.
There's always a solution to everything. Um, and you're not alone. So there's so many moms that can together reach to something. You can either talk, share, just let out, vent out. There's
Mm-hmm.
someone here listening to you and
Yeah.
that can maybe help you. And so, definitely, any mom that is going through this, I just want her to know that she can rely on others. She's not alone in that.
Yeah.
And some of them maybe have contacts. Some of them has solutions. Some of us can help them get somewhere. They
Yeah.
just need to knock on the doors and try. This is what I did. I knocked
Mm.
on every single door around me, whether it's women, whether it's judges, whether it's lawyers, whether it's anything,
Yeah.
anything can be of help. Just try and knock. Don't shut yourself down in the house and just try try to knock on as many doors as you can
Mm.
on all levels, and something will there's a solution to everything. You just need to believe in that.
Yes.
After, it's a case by case, so I cannot really give one solution to one
That's
person,
right.
but I just
Yes.
want them to know that
They're
they
not
just
alone.
they're not
Yeah.
alone. They can get somewhere. They just need to keep on trying every single day when they wake up this fight, and they can succeed, because nothing ever in the world will stop them to have their kids or live in dignity with their kids. Nothing.
Mm. So now, to take that advice further, what is a way that people will be able to get in touch with you? Would it be through LinkedIn? Can they, send you a connection and reach out to you that way? What way can they have a conversation, or take it further, or take that advice that you're giving and have a one-to-one. There are going to be people out there that are going to need that.
Of course, the easiest way for me, to be honest, is through my personal number, my mobile number. They can chat through WhatsApp, and we can definitely have a conversation. We can meet up if they're here or on a Zoom call,
Yeah.
and definitely I would love that. So if I can have
Okay.
anyone, they can reach me on my mobile anytime. I'm available,
Yeah.
and I believe this is also part of my mission. God gave me this grace to go through this. I need to share it, And to be honest, I won't be the person I am today if I didn't go through all this.
Yeah.
I
This
was
is
very
it.
naive, and today, no, I really believe
You're wiser.
I'm wiser, a
Hmm.
fighter, and I think it's a good example also to my kids to
This
see
is it.
that never ever give up. You continue, you fight, and that's life, you know.
I love that. That's wonderful advice. Be the example, not the warning, to your kids and those around you through the experiences that you've had. Now, with Jobs for Humanity, one of the areas that we're supporting is for single mums. So I think perhaps if people get in touch that way, then we can get them to get in touch with you via the mechanisms that you had suggested. So for any of you viewers out there, if you're watching this on the replay, or you're watching it live right now, this has been a deep conversation. We didn't know where it was going to go. This is the first time I'm meeting Joanna, and it's a heartbreaking story. However, it's also shown signs of hope, that there has been some kind of progress. And that's because you have decided to use your courage, your bravery, your strength, the support around you, your nous, to be able to do that. And you're continuing to do that, and you're doing that through gifting this and serving others as well. So I think on that note, anyone in the audience that wants to follow Jobs for Humanity, get in touch with us via the website www.jobsforhumanity.com, or contact@jobsforhumanity.com, and we can put you in touch with Joanna, and you can take the conversations further. And of course, if you are a single mum and you are trying to find some work, the Jobs for Humanity volunteers are willing to support you too, and Joanna will be one of them as well. So are there any last comments for the viewers, the listeners out there?
Um, no, just saying that by helping you, you're helping me too to heal.
Yeah.
So don't ever think that you're bothering someone by calling or asking for help or just crying to let go, to feel this relief. You're helping others as well by doing so.
Mhm.
Um, through my experience, uh, I also got in touch with a lot of women that suffered the way I suffered. And I never thought I would see the end of the tunnel. Never, ever.
Yeah.
For 8 years, I really didn't see that coming. And and I met some amazing women that went through this,
Yeah.
and and they talking to them not only relieved me but relieved them of what they been through, their
Yes.
past, their stories. And sometimes the, they don't even get enough chance to see their kids too, but talking to me helped them to heal as well from the inside, to
Mhm.
understand really life and maybe the situation they are in. So believe me, it's both of us will feel better. So please
Yeah.
don't hesitate to call. This is what I'm saying. Don't ever think that you're bothering someone when you call or
Yes.
ask for help, or in any way. You're helping others by doing so as well. So just grab the
That's so
phone
true.
and do it whenever you feel like it.
Yes. So all up, the advice is, you're not alone. There are people out there to support. Share your story if you feel brave enough, because sharing your story not only helps you, but it helps those that are experiencing the same thing. And if you're at the tail end of that experience, you've gone through it, thank goodness, to impart that gift to others, to help and hold their hand while they're going through the process as well. That's amazing, Joanna. Thank you so much. It's been an emotional interview. Didn't know it was going to go in this direction. I'm so grateful I've got to know you through your brother, through Jobs for Humanity, through his mission and your mission, it seems, as well, and helping and serving and supporting others. What a delightful person you are. And I wish you all the best. And I will be reaching out to you to have continued conversations as well. Thank you
I would
so
love.
much.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Bye for
Okay.
now.
Bye. Thank you.